Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, you can probably tell by the title, we will make a coin purse. That's right, a coin purse. So this is one that I've already made. It's lined. And so to make this coin purse, you will need t-shirt yarn. That's what I use, t-shirt yarn. You need a stitch marker to keep track of where you're at, what round you will be on. And I didn't have to use it because I kind of can keep track with my eye. I know where I started. So a stitch marker for anybody that needs it. You need a pair of scissors. I use a 5mm hook. You need fabric to line your coin purse. And if you are a brand or you sell your items, you need a label. You also need your frame. This is a coin purse frame. It's a kiss frame. And it gets its name from when you close it, the your two top pieces of your closure, they sort of kiss one another. So this is a 3.3 inch frame. And when you open it up, it looks like this. Later in the video, I will show you how to use this and actually sew it to your coin purse. You have to sew through these little holes. So that's all the materials you will need. So let's get started. So right now in the video, I'm about to make a magic circle. And after I make the magic circle, you will see me single crochet into the magic circle. And I have to do 6 single crochets into the magic circle and then close it up. So that's 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets, 3 single crochet, 4 single crochets, 5, and 6 single crochets. Now I'm about to pull my tail, and I'm going to slip stitch in back into that first stitch at the top of the first stitch to close off my magic circle. And I'm going to chain 1 and begin my first round. And so for my first 4 rounds, I'm going to do increases for each one of those rounds. So that's 4 rounds of increases. So in the first round, I'm doing 2 single crochets in each stitch around, and I should have a total of 12 stitches at the end. Once I come to the end of those 12 stitches, then I'm going to make a slip stitch into that first chain to close that round. So I chain one after closing that round, and now I'm about to start on my second round. With my second round, I am doing an increase in every other stitch, and I should have a total of 18 stitches once I'm done. And once again, once I'm done, to close each round, you're going to slip stitch into that first stitch, the top of the first stitch, and you're going to chain one to start the next round. Also, I forgot to mention that I am single crocheting in between the stitches. I'm not single crocheting in the chain. I'm actually going in between the stitch. So it actually it looks better. It kind of like closes up your project, and it looks better to me to do it that way. Just so you won't have that much spacing in between your stitches. So yeah, I'm working in between the stitch, not through the chains. And it may be a little difficult to get in between the stitches, but if you take your time, you could get through it. It's a little tight when you're working with t-shirt yarn. but it works out. So now I am about to close off round 2 with a slip stitch into that first chain, to the top of the first chain, and I'm going to chain 1 again, and I'm going to start round 3. With round 3 is going to be an increase in every third stitch with a total of 24 stitches. Again, this is round 3, and there's an increase in every third stitch with round 3. Also, I'm still working in between the stitch and not the chain. In between the stitch and not the chain. Now I'm slip stitching to close off round 3, and I will chain 1 to start round 4. With round 4, there's an increase in every 4th stitch. An increase in every 4th stitch, and you should have a total of 30 stitches after that. After you close off, you finish and you close off, you should have a total of 30 stitches. Right here, I'm counting single crochet, 2 single crochets, 3 single crochets, and then 2 single crochets in 1 stitch. 1, 2, 3, and 2 in 1. Once again, that's 1, 2, 3, and then 2 in 1, and I will do that pattern all the way around until I come back to close off. Now right here you see me measuring to make sure that 4 rounds was enough, and that I can start building up now. I can start just doing single crochets in between each stitch all the way around until I get my desired height. So I ended up doing a total of 16 rounds, with 4 of those rounds being increase rounds. So now I finished and I fastened off. I also put my lining in, and I'm about to sew down the lining or attach the lining to the inside of it. So now I've sewed my lining down. Um and I am about to put the frame, the closure on top. And as I say, you have to sew into those little holes. You will also see me kind of like take the top rim of the purse itself, the coin purse itself, and kind of like push it into the grooves of that closure. So right here I'm doing that. I'm using the scissors, just kind of pushing it in a little bit. But as I get ready to sew through the little holes that's perforated already, in the closure, it will tighten up as it pulls into the frame, and I will show you that. Right there, you're showing me putting a needle through so you can see I have to go through those holes, sew through there, and attach the closure. So right here, I'm about to show you how I started closing. I started sewing, should I say. And as you can see on the left side, you can see how it's starting to pull into the frame as I sew. And I still have that right side to do. But you can see on that left side, it's starting to pull into the frame. So now I have finished sewing all the way around, and I'm showing you here. I've put my label inside, and I'm going to show you as I get ready to close it up. And there you go, a finished little coin purse. It turned out so cute. Really cute and nice, really pretty.